Roger that. Waiting for orders. Right, Commander.
The Marauder is one of those mechs that's produced almost everywhere in the Inner Sphere. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Krita makes it. Davian definitely makes it because it was originally GM. Steiner makes it. Capellans make. Yeah, all of the great houses make at least a small amount of Marauders. Do you know who else makes them? The Taurians. Like, of the periphery nations at this time period, the Taurians are the ones that actually have heavy mech production. Warhammers, Thunderbolts, Marauders, they make them.
Well, if you can, you do.
Yep.
And from what I remember that video I watched, it's like, yeah, their Marauders were just like, everybody loved the thing, so everybody got the blueprints.
Yep, pretty much. The Warhammer is similar in that almost everybody makes them. The notable exception is House Korea. A lot of the unseen mechs are produced almost everywhere, and even if it's not produced in a place, they're common enough that they can get them from somebody.
Little jerk decided he wanted to go run and hide.
Got it.
Couldn't just let us finish this. No, you had to go run and hide and stretch this out even further.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates received. Firing full complement on him. Critical hit, Commander. Good to go. On my way.
Please let this finish it off.
Roger that.
Good! Now I can actually do what I need to do to finish the mission. Okay, where's the secondary? All the way back there, okay.
Commander? Moving to position.
You go that way, the rest of us are going over here.
Got it.
Basically.
On my way.
Really slowly.
I copy. Coordinates received.
Location confirmed.
The asset has been secured and is ready for retrieval.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Holding.
We have the secondary asset, Commander. Bring it home.
So that took a whole lot longer than I was wanting it to.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn on either side.
The entire, and everybody in this battle was Morgenkel. Which is going to be a rant eventually. Probably the same rant where I talk about the fax machines. What about the fax machines? We don't talk about the fax machines.
But you're going to eventually.
I know there's a point that I thought, like, this would be a good time to talk about the fax machines, and I can't remember what that point was.
Let's see. Build me a C1, build me a K2, build me a Warhammer. Loading.
That mech is ready to fight, Command. That mech you wanted, that mech you asked for, is cleared for fighting.
Yang, you beautiful bastard. I'm pretty sure we now have more mechs than are actually available in the Taurian Concordat or in Canopus.
Now, if only we had enough pilots to drive
Yep.
them all. Okay, so... need to repair the Marauder. It'll take a day. Because there wasn't a whole lot wrong with it.
Mhm.
And we need to take on at least one more contract because they're not ready for us yet.
Welp.
Let's check the contracts and see what's available. Oh, here's a
Hi.
fun one. Called Fly Swatter. Yeah. A noble is participating in a patrol as a show of support for the troops. Insisted on using a cicada because it's an ancestral family mech. But realizing the danger, they've sent along a heavy supporting lance, which 2.5 skulls is not going to be that heavy.
The cicada's going to be annoying to hit, though.
Not really. I can get some decent money out of this. And with 2.5 skulls, I don't really need the salvage.
Nah.
Put you in the Black Knight, put you back in your Archer. So we can shoot long range at it. This should be a fast mission. Keyword should. This should be a very fast mission. And it will kind of determine if I'm cutting this video into 2 or 3 pieces, if it is.
Mm-hmm.
Notice it's now just assassinate, which it doesn't tell you directly when you take the contract.
Yeah.
It tells you what you've got to do, but it doesn't say straight out assassination or anything like that, sadly. I wish it did. I just know there are 2 types of missions I hate doing in this game.
Initiated.
One of them is protecting a base. Anyone who sends the VIPs out in the Cicada is just asking to be shot.
You're not wrong, Yang.
You see, he keeps warning you that the VIP is going to make a run for it. Where? I don't think they have a. I don't think they have an escape zone.
I think like they can potentially run off the map and you'll fail the mission.
Maybe, but I haven't seen them do it yet.
Moving to position. Got it.
Steak fries here. Can I take your order? It's funny
Bailiff
that they.
clubbed the man. Anyway,
This looks like an ideal place.
It's funny that they describe the character as a Taurian noble. So the Taurians do have nobility. They do. They're not nearly as big about it as the great houses are.
On my way.
They tend to have. There tends to be less of a gap in terms of money and authority and prestige between the nobility and the common man, and it's partly because Taurus is all about freedom. And I know a lot of the planets in the Concordat are ostensibly democracies, but yeah, it's weird. It's weird that it's like, oh, a Taurian noble. You couldn't go for like a Taurian business magnate, but whatever.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
it's always a noble though. It just happens to replace the where they're from with whatever system you're
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Guy. Aye, aye.
You got some evasion on you. It is a Shadow Hawk, so it will take a little bit to blow it in half. Also, since I have absolutely no salvage
I hear
rights
ya.
here,
On my way.
I have no problem with just blowing them in half.
Got it.
But if I can kill this spotter, I'll stop getting pelted with all of the freaking,
Committed.
stop getting pelted with all of the, missiles from off-screen.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Ready for orders.
Spotters become more of a thing later in the setting when you get indirect fire LRMs, semi-guided LRMs, that's the thing I'm thinking of, and then Arrow 4 artillery, and the Long Tom.
Well, I mean, you have indirect fire LRMs here just beyond virtue of they're indirectly firing at something.
Yeah. Why do they have that?
Damage is low.
It might have been one of the ones I sold,
Okay.
considering I had 3 of them at one point.
Yes, Commander.
This vexes me.
You knew I had 3 of them. I had 3
Yeah.
of them last time.
Yeah, this still vexes me.
Locking on target. Mech destroyed.
So let's see, that's at least 1 of 4 of the enemy forces.
Commander.
Then I have ambushes. Aw, you got hurt.
Ow!
They hit your head.
Waiting on you.
I need
Commander.
my head. That is where I store
betcha.
Thonk.
Thunderbolt.
Oh, nice.
Thunderbolt, a Hunchback, and a Kintaro. That is the laser Hunchback, too.
Roger that. Firing on target.
I think that's... Yeah, that's the Iridani Light Horse Thunderbolt, the jumpy one. I think, anyway. the Eridani Light Horse are another
Position
multi-regiment mercenary unit. They wound up getting destroyed unceremoniously due to another copyright dispute. But the Eridani Light Horse were actually originally a Star League regimental combat team. And when General Kerensky gave the Exodus order, they decided to stay behind, and they wound up becoming mercenaries. One of the things that's notable about them, they are like the most convoluted combined arms force in the setting, like even more so than Comstar. Like a recon lance for the Eridani Light Horse will be something like a Jenner, 2 light tanks, and an infantry platoon. They weren't originally like this, it's just because of, like, centuries of getting the crap kicked out of them and just patching holes. They kind of became this hodgepodge, but they're very effective at what they do.
Yeah.
Yikes! That hit hard!
Hey, that's my archer. Stop that.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander! Receiving you.
The Thunderbolt is actually one of the, in-universe, it's one of the older battle mechs out there. It's actually a contemporary of the Mackie. Granted, this version is obviously upgraded compared to the first version of the Thunderbolt that came out, but, yeah, it was one of the first heavy mechs.
Locking in. All
Granted, the Mackie, which was the first mech, was a 100-tonner, so, eh.
Tango down. Good to go.
So that's 2 out of ostensibly 8 enemies.
Critical hit.
And okay, you're harmless now.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Yes, Commander.
Can't talk, have a concussion.
Actually, more than from the way they say it, it's more like you generally broke your arm in half when you got hit.
I need that arm. How else am I supposed to make tacos?
That shot went internal. Armor breach. Internal damage.
Yeah.
I heard you the first time. Jesus, what do they have over there?
An entire lance.
Blown past my armor.
I'm getting really sick of Kintaros.
Took a heavy hit there.
But yeah, I can't see the 4th one, but we've got a 40-tonner, a 50-tonner, and a 30-tonner just sitting over there.
Okay, the 40-tonner is probably the friggin'
Commander.
cicada.
I copy.
No, the cicada is tucked away over there.
Hmm.
Confirmed. Critical hit, Commander.
Damage minimal.
I mean, I don't want to focus on the hunchback because
Commander?
it's nearly dead. The problem is, if I don't take this out, it will just start ramming us.
Falcon kick.
Yep.
Enemy down.
Engaging physical attack.
Get out of the way.
Receiving you. I copy.
Ooh.
You were definitely tired of the Kintaros.
Yeah, I was.
Now the other mechs actually have to get near us to shoot us, I think. And there we go.
The assassin, is that really a mech though?
Waiting.
So
for
the
orders.
assassin in universe was not a well-designed mech. It was described as a political pork project. There was a lot of bribing involved to get it built, but basically,
Affirmative.
Maltex wanted to make some more money. It's kind.
Enemy down.
I know it has some buffs in this game, but
Waiting for orders.
in the regular tabletop game, it moves reasonably quickly. It has a medium laser, an LRM-5, and an SRM-2, so that's not a lot of weapons, and it doesn't have a lot of armor. It also has a ridiculously cramped cockpit. If you're an assassin pilot, you will have back problems.
Well, that one has more than back problems now. That one has more problems than that. Because he is dead.
Yep. The crab should not be nearly as common as it has been in this game.
Engaging target.
Ready.
I actually sent Sarat a couple of random technical readout PDFs in between recording sessions. Specifically, one that won't be relevant for anything in this game, and then there's also a PDF of the Succession War.
Enemy
Oh,
down.
look, the crab's a
TRO.
little less common now.
Okay. The Succession War technical readout is actually just kind of a mishmash of several technical readouts, but you'll have fun reading that eventually.
When I have time.
Yep. There's a bunch of toys in that that are like, no, you shouldn't have that, because it goes extinct during the Succession Wars. Like, I remember when I was flipping through that, I was like,
Okay, that was
they stuck the
bad.
Thunderhawk in here? Really? I mean, it was technically around during the first Succession War, but why would you do that? Oh, the trench bucket.
Yep.
Locking on. Good to go. Firing on target.
Yeah, there would definitely be a few things I would want to add to my arsenal.
Oh, God.
Ultra Autocannon 20s on the
But
Annihilator.
Those...
Commander?
I think I pooped myself in rage.
But I only have one.
That is 100% more than the amount you should have.
You realize that 100% of 0 is still 0.
You have more. You have one more Ultra AC-20 than you should have. You have one more Ultra AC-20 than should exist in the universe.
He just tried to kick in the junk.
Good to go.
See, the Gauss rifle, you could hypothetically find one in a Lost Tech cache somewhere. The Ultra AC-20, no. No, you cannot.
Roger that.
Scratch another target.
Yeah, let's see. Gotta actually find the path that'll get me to where I've gotta go. You're over here, huh? Yep, there you are.
Got it. On my way.
Coordinates received.
Orders.
Let's see here. How many Taurian mechs did you destroy last mission?
Let's see, last mission? About 8?
Okay, 8 plus another 8 here. You've destroyed half a battalion, pretty much.
Affirmative.
Technically, this will be 9.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right around half a battalion. You've put a significant dent in all of the Taurian mech forces.
Standing by. Copy.
Our target is bugging out. Stop it before it gets away.
He keeps saying that, but I don't know where it can go. Because usually when it does this... Okay, there's the denial zone. Unfortunately for it, it's now going to go right across our noses here.
Standing by. Moving out. Acknowledged. Good to go. Moving to position. Right, Commander. Critical hit, Commander.
I mean, even if you can destroy that leg, it'll slow it way down and you can deal with it.
I mean, I could go after a leg, but no.
Or you could just blow it up.
Yes. Yes, I could.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
It's nice that they don't make you go to the landing zone if you've killed everybody.
Yep, that is one major thing I like about the way they laid out these missions.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very nice thing. It's like, once all the targets are gone, eh. And they still gave us a piece of a javelin.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, every time I've done that, they put the denial zone so far away from the noble. Ah, here we go. So with that, our next actual priority mission is ready. But that will be for next time. So until then, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.